We're super happy that you're here with us. We're going to start to activate manifestation and abundance. So my name is Gina Hansen, coming to you from Oahu. Aloha. Bright and early here. I'm super happy to be co-hosting this event with the beautiful Jessica Morse, coming to you from Washington. We've got
Thank
the
you.
world covered here. We've got South Africa, California, Germany, France. Sharon, I'm not sure where you're coming in from, but comment in if you're joining us later. Comment and let me know where you're coming from. So to begin with, a little bit about me. This is my second year doing this event. I just completely again pumped up to do this healing around abundance, and it's just really such a huge comfort to after you leave this event, you'll feel so much better. So what I do is I do coaching and energy healing. The energy healing modalities that I use are emotion code, which you'll get to experience today, as well as the body code. And soon to be, I'll be getting my certification in the belief code in Las Vegas in January. I'm really excited about that. And I also do pranic healing. So this isn't my opportunity to share my gifts with you, and I'm just super happy to do that. Now to Jessica. Let's get to know Jessica.
Hi there, I'm Jessica, and I am a certified hypnotherapist from the National Guild of Hypnosis. I'm also a certified life coach and NLP practitioner, and certified in Ayurvedic as an Ayurvedic nutritionist, and have been practicing occupational therapy also for over 20 years. So I really love healing and connecting with people. And I am just noticed huge improvement and growth in my own life and healing and just feeling so much better through hypnosis. And so I moved from occupational therapy for 20 years to hypnosis to really be more proactive about making changes in our lives instead of taking a reactionary approach. So I'm really excited. I often feel like as I'm creating a hypnosis, as I did for today, that the hypnosis is just coming to me, like, everybody interested. And so I really felt like this divine message was delivered through me and hopefully to you today. So I'm so excited for that.
Yay. I'm excited too because we're changing things up this year. Last year I did a clearing for common emotions, and this year we're going to do it in combination with hypnosis. So you'll be getting double subconscious reprogramming and release at the same time. And we're just totally being efficient with this work here today, and we hope you really feel a lot better after. So what is Lionsgate? What is this that we're celebrating here? It is truly 16 days. It opens up, this time period opens from July 28th to August 12th. Yeah, 16 days. And the primary focus is 8/8, August 8th, which is the day that the most energy pours down. And what it is it's a portal of energy that comes from the alignment of Sirius, which is known as the spiritual sun, and it's actually a star that you might be seeing out in the night sky. This star is 26 times more bright than the sun, and it comes into alignment with the sun and the earth. And this auspicious time goes back to even the Egyptians and how the pyramids were built and the Sphinx, and they aligned it with the stars. And this was known to them as the start of their calendar year this time for them. And first of all, why lion? The lion is Leo, and this is the time of year where the sun is in the astrological sign of Leo. And another thing is, if you're familiar with astrology, 8/8, the number 8, it looks like infinity sign, right? And so that has an infinity symbol that has a lot of energy in the number of it as well. So it means about expansion and spirit over matter. So it's really an awesome time for us to not only astrologically connect to the planets, but also to receive this downpouring of energy that we are already experiencing right now. Sirius, which is the star that we're talking about, it carries with it the energy of action and accomplishment. And Leo, if you think of Leo, the lion, that's about courage and taking action as well. So you can see that a lot of the energy of this time that we're going is numerological, astrological, and spiritual in nature is super, super huge for us to use this energy to start to manifest and create the life that we all want. So that's a little bit about Lionsgate. And now back to Jessica.
All right. So I thought that we could start with an intention for today. And this is just a very quick like primer hypnosis to introduce you and kind of warm you up and open you up to have whatever intention you want for today to come forth so that you can really absorb whatever you need to from today. And whether you're here live or you're joining us, when we think about hypnosis, there's really no place or time for it. So we're all connected, whether you're here with us live or you're joining us, we will feel the energy of all the people that are listening to this, whether it's now or in the future. So without further ado, you can just get comfortable. You're going to be safe and in control the whole time. And it's just a quick little, like I said, little primer. So I'll invite you to close your eyes and just notice your breath. Notice how you feel as you breathe in and breathe out. How your breath is always there for you as you breathe in and out. Our breath breathes life into our bodies. Our breath has a way of calming us, of reducing our heart rate, of bringing us peace. And we can enjoy our breath and this peace in this moment. And together, collectively, we are here in this moment with the simultaneous power and peace of our breath. And I wonder if you can imagine that we all have a light of life within us, in our center, in your center. Can you feel this light? That's right. This light is the light of all things good within you. It is the light of love, of healing, of your inner knowing, of peace. And maybe you can imagine that as we are here together, that this light grows within each of us and envelops us and overflows beyond us. And our light collectively joins together in such a powerful and beautiful light. And maybe you can feel how strong this love is and how it supports you and me and all of us together. And as you feel this love and support and peace, I wonder if you can set your intention for today. Whatever comes up for you is perfectly fine. So you can set your intention now and then enjoy the peaceful feeling. That's right. And now you can hold that intention in this light. Hold this intention as your light returns to you. And I think you can sense the love that has been added to this light as a strength of us together is realized. You have come here today to honor yourself, to give yourself this gift, and you can acknowledge and have gratitude that you have chosen to do something so good for yourself, to believe in yourself and to believe in your possibility. Yes, and I believe in you as well. And now, as I count from 1 to 3, you can bring this intention and these positive feelings into the present. 1, bringing your intention. 2, and all that is possible. 3, to the present as you open your eyes. Mm. All right, so I'll continue to talk a little bit about hypnosis and how our thoughts work in our mind. So we have a conscious mind, which is the mind that we are conscious of and aware of. And then we have our subconscious mind, which is thoughts and thoughts mainly um, that we may not be aware of, that are working subconsciously. And in our life, our subconscious mind really guides over 90% of what we do. And so we a lot of times will do things to try to control our lives and move our lives, but because it's done consciously, we aren't able to really make a lot of progress. And so the benefit of hypnosis and other unconscious or subconscious practices like emotion code as well is that they can happen beyond our level of consciousness. They can go in and reprogram a lot of the thoughts that have been programmed in us from childhood that don't serve us, that we've been given to from our parents or from other people that we kind of looked up to. They can be developed as part of a like coping mechanism to protect ourselves. And so a lot of times we have these beliefs that aren't wrong or they're not right. They're just our beliefs, but they are running how our habits and how we operate. They impact our identity. And so as we are trying to make changes, if we don't go in and reprogram our subconscious mind, it can be really difficult. And the thing that I love with subconscious reprogramming is that we don't have to dive into all the gunk and junk and hard stuff that we've gone through in our past, that we can kind of rewrite it in this really beautiful and gentle way. And as we have that repetition of listening to the hypnosis or going through these subconscious mindfulness practices, that we just notice these changes subtly day after day. And then we notice these huge improvements and changes within ourselves that are almost effortless. So I really love that. As we talk about wealth, I do want to say that there is this huge component of this subconscious reprogramming, but there also is this important part of taking action as well, which is conscious. So when we think about subconscious reprogramming, it is really about kind of changing who we are and our beliefs that don't serve us. And along with that law of attraction that we do in hypnosis, it's really important to utilize the law of action. So when you have these downloads and when you have this intuition and these hits to take action from the universe and from yourself, it's really important to do that. And so I want to share a little bit about my own financial journey. I give you kind of an example of how if we don't change our beliefs, that it doesn't matter where we're at financially, we will still have those same beliefs and things that hold us back or bring us back to whatever baseline we believe we are kind of worthy of, right? So after a divorce, I was in debt, a lot of debt, like $50,000 in debt. And I think I felt like I was going to be in debt forever because the debt just kept mounting. You know, I was kind of became a single parent and just had all the bills, but not as much of the income, right? And so then I learned about a community called Financial Independence Retire Early, where there were people that were lower income earners that were achieving financial independence. And in that moment of learning that other people could get out of debt and get their financial freedom, in that moment, that changed my belief about what was possible for me, because I knew that there were so many stories and evidence that of people that were able to get out of the debt, that that it was so powerful. And all of a sudden, what I felt hopeless about, I felt so much hope for. So over the course of a year, I set a year goal to get out of debt, or a year and a half. And that was my push goal. So that was my very strong, like, I hope I can get it done by this time, right? It was really being proactive about it. And within a year, I changed my situation from being in debt to having a good amount in savings. So almost as much as I had in debt, I had in savings within a year. And it took action, but it under everything else, it just took that belief in myself. Okay. But then we have our beliefs that are part of us, right? They are like super highways in our brain, and they can be triggered back on. So those feelings of scarcity and fear would come up in me at times because I hadn't done the subconscious work, right? So it didn't matter that I was out of debt and had money in savings. All those fears came up again, and that scarcity of losing it, of having it all go away, of not being able to maintain it, of not being able to grow it, right? And so then I saw fluctuations in my finances because of that. And so it's so important that we do this work subconsciously, because now I'm not saying that it all goes away. There's always work to be done, but now I can be in a place where I don't have those same fluctuations or nearly as much fear. And when it does come up, I can move through it. So I think that's the main thing. Things that really help me consciously is that as you have that scarcity mindset come up, it can be really beneficial to just honor that you have those feelings, that they're normal, but that they're not serving you. And so as you're letting them go, you want to summon those new beliefs that you have and those new feelings that you want. So really thinking about that feeling of abundance, thinking about all the abundance that I have in my life and gratitude for it. And it can be such simple things, like just being grateful for the food that I have every day, right? That I'm not wanting for food or shelter, that I'm able to help provide for my children. Every little thing, the cups that I drink in, there's so much abundance that we have that we sort of take for granted. And I think that as we start to have gratitude, we really draw those high frequencies and more abundance to us. So it moves our mind from this scarcity of like, how am I going to pay this bill? How am I going to pay off my debt? To really having this gratitude for all the abundance that we already have in our life.
I love it. Thank you for sharing that, Jessica. Because gratitude is an amplifier to manifestation. And that simple shift of perception really makes things a whole lot better. I'm going to tag on to what you were saying about the frequency, and also that how I tie in is our thoughts, which Jessica was talking about, create emotions. And these emotions can literally suck us down the tube. They can really just devastate us, and we can end up in a state of despair if we believe our thoughts. So scientifically, we can measure emotions. There's a scale. The lowest frequency is shame. There's fear, there's jealousy, there's grief, guilt, all of those heavy emotions. And later what you'll be able to see is that you're going to feel lighter because this energy is going to be removed from you. And you'll also be able to reprogram your brain at the same time. And so emotions play a key in how we experience life, whether it be happy or down, and that can change everything. So the work that we're about to encounter is really important for us to help us raise our frequency naturally. When we release these negative trapped emotions, it naturally frees us up and brings us into a higher frequency. So the higher frequencies we want to be in are love, peace, joy. And then what you'll witness is the higher your frequency, you start to magnetize experiences, opportunities, money. So the key here to this work that we're experiencing is to raise our frequency. And some of the emotions that come up for people, like you were sharing, Jessica, are frustration, sometimes discouragement. So it kind of sometimes might feel like we take one step forward, 5 steps back in our lives. But with this work, it helps ease up so much of that resistance to what we're experiencing. So later on, after the experience, we'll cover some other tools that you could use. Jessica mentioned one of them, which is gratitude, and that can help as well with this manifestation process. But just a little bit about what you'll be experiencing from me, because I'll be silent during Jessica's hypnosis. You can turn off your video if you'd like to really relax and get into this. You won't be hearing anything from me, but what you will be, what I will be doing is I'll be accessing this chart. It's a chart of emotions, and each emotion is correlated to an organ or gland in our body. And the technique that I'll be using incorporates kinesiology or muscle testing with magnetic release using the governing meridian. Now this ties in ancient Chinese, traditional Chinese medicine, where we use the meridians, and the meridian that I'll be using to clear your energy is called the governing meridian, and it runs from the top of your lip to the base of your spine. Can you guys hear me okay? Because it's raining outside. Okay, yeah. Good. Good. I feel like I have to talk a lot louder, leaning into you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to silently release your emotions, and I'll take some notes on the emotions that come up a lot. And what Jessica said earlier too was about how the intention that we're setting here is for anyone who watches the replay to benefit from this experience post live. And how that works is because we're all connected, and without time, space, reality, there are people that are going to be watching this maybe in 5 years, even, that this energy was meant for them to come to them to clear. So amazing. And now I'm going to, we'll have also an opportunity to do question and answer at the end. So if you have any questions, go ahead and save them for later. And I think we're ready, Jess. What do you think?
Hey, yeah, I think so. I just want to, we'll do a hypnosis for abundant wealth, and we're going to access the power of the Lionsgate portal. And I just want to reassure you that if your mind wanders, it is completely normal, and you don't need to worry about that, because your subconscious mind will be hearing everything and take in whatever it needs to take in. So it's okay and completely normal for your mind to wander off. I would just encourage you to try to come back to the sound of my voice when you notice it, and just allow the thoughts to come up, let go, and then come back to the sound of my voice. And then I do use a lot of sensory in my hypnosis. feelings, because that really improves that subconscious reprogramming and the benefit of hypnosis. So as much as you can just try to feel in to it, it will empower you a little bit more and make the work a little bit more strong. So, and I think that's it.
I forgot to mention one thing. I would love for everyone to take this time to check into their body. Is there any aches or pains or discomforts? And if you have a pen and paper, you can jot it down. Or if you just have one area you can remember, just kind of put a number on it. So if you have like a left hip on a scale from 1 being not too much pain to 10 being excruciating pain, then put a number on it, and you will notice that by the end of the session, you're going to feel the energy move. So that's one thing. And then hydration is really important. And after this session, if you could take the time to continue to hydrate, because the energy does move right away, like you'll experience, but you also need to help it move out of your body and adjust. And it can take up to 3 days to completely leave your body. So you might feel a little tired after this. Thank God it's Sunday and we can get some rest. Yeah. That's all for me. I'm going to be mute. You won't be missing anything. I'll be clearing you with a magnet. And yeah, take it away, Jess. I'm excited.
Okay. I invite you to close your eyes. You are safe and supported and ready to deeply relax. With each cleansing breath, you are becoming more and more relaxed and more attuned to the calmness within you. Take a slow, deep breath in and exhale. And take another slow, deep breath in and exhale. And one more slow, deep breath in, and then slowly exhale. And now, as you take natural breaths, you breathe in peace, and as you exhale, you release any tension. That's right. You can allow any distracting thoughts to come up without struggle and then release them, letting them drift away like clouds in the sky. And you can return to the sound of my voice, taking you deeper into peacefulness. Each gentle word is received by your subconscious mind, and the quiet spaces between my words also allow you to experience sweet peacefulness. So now you can imagine a warm light of love delivered through my words, and you can accept this loving light, this light of love, allowing it to envelop you. You are worthy of this love and this time to enjoy quiet stillness. As I speak of this universal love that is meant for you, you can allow this light of love to comfort you and warm you in the feeling that you receive. Allowing this light to deliver you into calm relaxation. That's right. And now you relax the muscles on top of your head, allowing the muscles in your forehead to become smooth and relaxed, letting go of any tension. And you can feel that relaxation spreading to the tiny muscles around your eyes. The relaxation moves down to your cheeks and spreads into your jaw, relaxing the muscles in your jaw. That relaxation spreads down your neck, relaxing the muscles in your neck and melting away any tension. The relaxation spreads down to your shoulders, down your arms, to your forearms and your wrists, and all the way down to your fingertips. And that relaxation spreads now to your chest and down your spine, one vertebrae at a time. And you can feel that relaxation moving down your body into your hips and spreading down your legs, and the muscles in your calves relax. And that relaxation spreads all the way down to your ankles, around your ankles, to your heels, through your arches, and all the way down to the tips of your toes. That's right. And you can feel how good it feels to relax. It feels so good to just let go. And because your body is so relaxed, your subconscious mind is now ready to receive, embrace, and deeply embed the positive messages you hear for your best and highest good. Our powerful journey of abundance through the cosmic energies of the Lionsgate portal has begun. As I count from 10 to 1, you become twice as deeply relaxed with each number you hear. 10. Standing under a clear, starry night. 9. As you focus on the constellation Leo. 8. You sense the powerful energies that await you. 7. As Leo's regal figure beckons you. 6. And a celestial path appears before you. 5. Drawing you up gently into the heart of the constellation. 4. Noticing a tingling sensation. 3. As you are connecting with the cosmic forces that govern abundance and prosperity. 2. In this place that is beyond all space and time. And 1. You long for nothing, for here you already have everything. That's right. Allow the peacefulness and strength to wash over you, noticing the power in both the strength and in the quiet peace. Before you stands the majestic Leo. With a warm, inviting presence, Leo invites you to mount its back. You are amazed by the soft, abundant richness of Leo's fur, noticing the softness as you sink in. You feel a sense of trust and unity. Leo is your guide on this journey. You feel the strength of Leo infuse into your core. You are ready to embrace your true abundance. And with a leap, Leo propels forward into your infinite possibilities and into abundance. Ahead is the gateway of the majestic Lionsgate portal. It is radiating a golden light, and as you pass through this portal, you feel a surge of energy and confidence flowing through every cell of your being. You are now attuned to the cosmic frequencies that open the pathways to abundance. You feel the frequency pulsate through you and Leo as it radiates through you and all around you. The universe is conspiring to bring you wealth and success, and you are receptive to its offerings. Any limiting beliefs that once impacted you now seem almost insignificant within the strength, confidence, and certainty that you feel right now. You are in a safe place of introspection. Leo and the universe are supporting you to release any limiting beliefs about wealth and success. You may recall past experiences related to money and wealth. Some of these memories may have triggered self-doubt or scarcity mindset in the past. Now you can view these memories with newfound clarity and understanding. In this safe place, you explore your past beliefs about wealth and success and identify any limiting beliefs that may have held you back. Now, as you allow the limiting beliefs to come up, you acknowledge them and observe them. You take a moment now to pull up and identify the limiting beliefs of your past. Allow these beliefs to take a shape, perhaps as dark clouds, rope, or heavy chains. Observe with curiosity the emotional weight these beliefs carry. As more limiting beliefs arise, they may form another cloud or add on to the existing clouds. They may take shape in the addition of chain links, or thicker, heavier ropes. Witnessing this now. You are ready to release these beliefs, aren't you? That's right. They were a heavy burden, and you are so ready to let them go. You are not alone. You call on the cosmic energies of the Lionsgate portal to amplify the power to transform these beliefs. The stars all around you shimmer and brighten. Their increasing intensity is evidence of the supportive energy. You raise your hands and feel the limiting beliefs being drawn from your mind, from your heart, and from your body. As you do this, the dark clouds, heavy chains, or ropes start to transform into glimmering stardust as the limiting beliefs are transmuted into positive energy. And this stardust pours into and through your hands, and you may wish to release this stardust into the cosmos, returning it to the vastness of the universe. As you release it, feel into this profound sense of liberation and lightness. The stardust is purified and recycled into new energies of growth and abundance. And you are once again surrounded by a field of golden light. This light is the manifestation of abundance, and it is drawn to you like a magnet. You are in perfect alignment with the universe, and you attract wealth effortlessly. Feel the joy and gratitude as you realize that you are a powerful creator of your reality. And these new beliefs fill the place of the old. Repeat silently after me while powerfully feeling into these truths. I am a magnet for wealth and abundance. Financial success flows to me effortlessly and continuously. I am worthy to live a life of abundance and prosperity. I open myself to receiving all the wealth and opportunities that come my way. I am a confident and skilled creator of my financial reality. I see daily evidence of the abundance in my life, and in doing so, I attract even more abundance. I have gratitude for the abundance in my life. That's right. And now I wonder if you can imagine your ideal, abundant life. Anything that comes up is welcome and can be explored and enjoyed. What do you see? See yourself living with financial freedom, enjoying all the comforts and experiences you desire. Feel the exhilaration of achieving your dreams and sharing your wealth with others, creating a positive impact on the world. And above all, you notice the feelings you experience as you enjoy this abundant life. That's right. Each time you revisit this place, you strengthen your abundance mindset. You understand deeply that this life is yours. It is within you, and you allow this life to manifest just as strongly, just as surely as you feel it now. As your cosmic ride with Leo comes to a close, you thank the celestial lion for its guidance and support. As you embrace Leo, you feel the abundant soft fur and the gift of strength that you will carry with you. You watch as Leo returns to the constellation, always there for you as a reminder of your infinite possibilities and abundance. You know that this journey has shifted something deeply within you, and you have stepped into a life of abundance and fulfillment. You are always connected to the limitless flow of wealth and prosperity. With gratitude and newfound confidence, you return, knowing that the energies will continue to support your abundant wealth. With each day, your thoughts about money and wealth become increasingly positive. And now I will bring you back to the present as I count from 1 to 5. 1. You experience gratitude for all that you have. 2. Enjoying your natural state of abundance. 3. Confidently and assuredly. 4. Bringing these positive thoughts into the present. And 5. Welcome back to the present with your awakened mindset. And now Gina's going to talk about what she found while she was healing us.
Thanks, Jessica. That was beautiful.
You're welcome.
And what I noticed from this energy of the group, a lot of grief.
Oh,
Oh, great. Thank you for that comment. That was extraordinary, Lorraine says. Grief. And so grief is a really important emotion. And it has to do with intense emotional suffering caused by loss, disaster, misfortune, deep sadness. And then it can also mean when somebody gives you grief, someone causes you to feel stressed. And another emotion that came up a lot was crying. Crying is when we suppress our feelings, and we either that, or it's actually a feeling of constriction in your throat and your chest, and it can cause, it's actually a response to pain or suffering, and this can become trapped when one doesn't allow themselves to express themselves. So it's either like when we shut ourselves off from expression, or we burst out, and that makes us feel constricted. That energy just bursts out of us. And so that was something that I thought was interesting. Another thing was sorrow, a lot of sorrow. That's a sad regret. It's distress caused by loss, disappointment, or grief. To feel or express grief, unhappiness, or sadness. These emotions are not common for me to experience in this in clearing for abundance. Most of what I usually find are lots of frustration, discouragement, but a lot of the energy that was being here in the group is even absorbed from other people in their people, whoever your lives. Those were feeling taken for granted, or also the other one was of course unworthy. So what I find for this today is that to pay attention to the people around us and their emotions that are affecting us, for this ability to, sometimes people's energy can bring us down, so look for ways to, again, to raise our frequency and disconnect from them. And another thing I found was sorrow, which means to regret. And this is important for manifestation, because if we live with regret, then we will never move forward in our lives. We have to live like there's no tomorrow. And so when we do that, we don't have to worry about feeling sorrow, having the sorrow, and not getting to what we want. One more thing was indecisiveness. Indecisiveness has come up a lot today, and this is about making a decision. And so when it comes to this work, manifestation, making a decision can be as simple as changing how we feel, because that brings in the energy of what we want to attract. And so shifting out of a low state by whatever means that you like. For me, it's dancing, listening to music. That helps me. Getting outside also shifts my energy. So being more aware of how am I feeling, and in regards to the relations around me, are they pulling me down? Are they uplifting me? Those are the main ones. And so there was some hopelessness, some jealousy, some impatience. But what I learned in the end from this session is we are absorbing emotions from other people that are affecting our manifestation, and also the importance of checking in with ourselves so that we know what's affecting us and what's not, and then knowing that we have control of our emotions, and we can shift out of it by saying, is it, again, it could go back to a thought, like Jessica was saying, our beliefs, checking in with that, is that the truth, and also shifting your emotions by checking in with your body and deciding, making a decision to not want to feel it, and moving forward in your life. So that's what I found. And it was really interesting, because last year when I did it, I only did common emotions, which were great for individual people that I was working with. But today, most of these emotions were shared and absorbed. So that was interesting. Yeah. What else I want to say? Yeah, that's it. So now, do you want to open up for question and answer?
Yeah, yeah, I'm really, that is just so interesting what you said. And I'm more curious if it resonated with anybody in particular, kind of noticing that absorption from other people or really resonating with those feelings yourself, what Gina talked about.
Yeah. And also I'm wondering if anybody notices in their body, has this energy shifted in any way that they feel a little lighter, their tension or their pain gone a little bit or a lot. Sometimes it goes away completely. Very much so, especially on where the erase his hand. Okay, Marcelo, I see you.
Yeah, I was curious about to know what is the frequency of the group?
Oh,
Because you're
the
talking
average
about
frequency of
frequency
the group. Okay,
now and what was before.
before, let me calculate that and I will be back with you for that answer. Great question.
While you're talking about that, so everybody will get the hypnosis that I've done today as a free download. And I put it to background music. And again, I feel like I don't really choose a lot or create necessarily. I just allow it to come through me. And I was really surprised by the music that I chose, or that chose me for the background music, because it is this really soft, beautiful piano in the background. And in my mind, I was thinking I was going to do some like cosmic, kind of really funky, through the Lionsgate portal music, and the music is just really soft and gentle. And I think it kind of supports maybe that experience of grief. And just the beauty of kind of moving through those hard emotions, right? It's those emotions aren't bad. They're just this polarity, right? And we can move through them. They're there. And we can be aware of them and move through them. And so I love that, like, this music in the background can kind of move us through that grief into just acknowledging and appreciating the beauty that really is in life all around us. So thank you, Kathy. Are there any questions? Oh, you're back. Good.
Sorry, I needed quiet so I could focus,
Okay.
so I had to go to the other room. I'm back again. Okay, Marcella, thank you for that question. So let me grab my paper. The average frequency before we started was at 93. 93 is the level of grief, almost. It was between 75 is the frequency of grief, and fear is at 100. So it's between 75 and 100. So that's 93. Now it's at the average group, the average frequency of this group is at 304. So that is the level of neutrality, the emotion of trust, and the life view is satisfactory. So that is close to the next level, which starts at 310, and that's a level of willingness and the emotion of optimism. So thank you for that that little information there is. So now I can see why grief came up so much, is because the frequency of us as a collective was very low to start. And so hopefully you do feel more trust and optimism now that we've done this work. Thank you for that question.
I have a follow-up question for Jessica. First of all, Jessica, that was beautiful, really powerful made hypnosis. And I like the rhythm, and you have a great voice, and the space that you give us make a real difference. Also, I found to be great, and that you make us repeat. Actually, that was I found to be very good too. So yeah, really, it was beautiful your guidance. So how often do you recommend to listen to this?
Oh, thank you so much, Marcella. I've received that so lovingly. And I recommend listening to it every day for 3 weeks to really reprogram your subconscious mind. And so just daily is great. You can listen to it anytime, but the best times to listen to it are in the evening before you go to bed or when you first wake up. And the reason for that is that when we are in hypnosis, we go into a theta brainwave state, and we go through theta into delta when we're sleeping. And then when we're awakening, we go from theta to alpha. So it's like the kind of the most we're in that theta state, but you can really listen anytime and get into that state. And if you kind of need to take a break from your busy day, it's fantastic in the middle of the day as well.
Great. What, just one comment regarding to what you were talking about, the power of the unconscious beliefs. I have the opportunity to coach a multi-billionaire in Germany, and with Tony Robbins, and I didn't want to have her because I was afraid that I might get fired. If I didn't go. So I didn't want her, but they told me that it wasn't an option because I was doing so well in that cycle that they want me to handle her, because I was the best in that cycle. So I decided to ask her a question, and I was like, what can I ask someone like this, you know? So I asked her, what is your biggest fear? And I was really curious, that someone so rich, right? What is your biggest fear? And she said, money. And I was shocked. And I said, how can be money? You have more money than my entire country, Chile. And she said, yes, have more money than many countries. She said, entire country, right? And and she said, I fear to lose it. And I realized that no matter how rich or how poor we are, the unconscious beliefs still are running us, and the fears are still there. And because of that fear, she was working nonstop, 24/7. Like she didn't have a life, basically. That's what I learned from that experience. So that was very revealing to me. I thought I want to see what it's like to be such a rich person, but it was surprising to me.
Yeah, I think it is really surprising. And I think that we think that all of our feelings about money are going to go away when we have a certain amount, right? And they don't. I think I hit the mark where I felt very secure, or like where I thought I would feel secure and have enough. And that was really eye-opening to me. That is like, okay, that none of my feelings about money went away, even though I went from very, very much in debt to having a good amount of savings. Nothing changed, right? Because all that subconscious reprogramming was still there operating in me. And so there was all that same fear. And I just believed that I would then lose the money again, right? That it would go away. So yeah, it really is. It is interesting. And I think that the bottom line is that however we want to feel, we can feel that way in this moment, right? We don't have to wait for us to reach our financial goals. We can feel them now. And that really is the secret to getting where you want to get to and sustaining that.
Exactly. Thank you for your share, Marcelo. That was awesome. Great story of how we can judge, this person is successful and I'm not, and compare ourselves. And then when we hear that they're just like us and we're all the same, we're actually all the same. We're just experiencing different emotions based on our thoughts and our programming, that we can actually control this by doing hypnosis work and also clearing the energy from our experiences. And also the energy that we actually can clear can be inherited. We could actually be in a pattern of a family pattern where we are continuing to live like our ancestors did, and that's including the mental and the emotional part. So that's part of the work that we do too, is releasing the generational trauma energy regarding money and abundance, and also starting to really rise up on our own, like come into alignment with our true essence when we release this other emotions that have nothing to do with our experience that we want to have, right? So it's really important work to do this. And I know that Kathy's had her hand up. Kathy, go ahead.
All right. Hey guys, how are you?
You look beautiful, very radiant.
Thank you. Thank you. Um, Jessica, that was amazing. And I just love you so much. You're just such a beautiful spirit, beautiful soul. I've had the pleasure of being in another cohort with Jessica, and she's brought such good stuff to my heart and my life experience. And Gina, you are fabulous. And I'm so thankful for you and the work that you've done with me. Um, I am right now reading the body code, and the emotion code was fabulous. And so I have such gratitude for you opening me up to that side of my energy and my world. So thank you. When I came on today, it was because I'm struggling from insomnia. So like we're going in 2 months of insomnia, like maybe 2.5 to 3 hours sleep, and it's broken up. So, go to bed at 11, wake up at 2 and up until 4. And it's just really in my head. I just finished an amazing program. And it was phenomenal cohort, and it left me with so much potential for the trajectory of my life moving forward. And I've been super excited, super stoked about it. But then this heaviness has come over of trust and apprehension and lack of my optimism is up here, but subconsciously I'm struggling, right? So, and I don't know if that's subconsciously is causing me the insomnia or whatever, but I think I just wanted to say that after this Lionsgate hypnosis with Jessica, it triggered me. It triggered me, and it drew me right back where I need to be. Now, whether the insomnia is going to be gone, I don't know, but yeah, I have that trust. It got me going. I'm going to appreciate your download so much, Jessica, because last night I laid in bed looking through a bunch of scripts that I have for insomnia, and I couldn't find one that was registering. So this is phenomenal. So my trust and optimism, like you had said, Gina, you felt that, you felt something was going on, and that was this girl for sure, putting it out there, and my apprehension to move forward. And of course, there is, as far as money goes, I was very poor, a lot of poverty growing up. And I've always been told it doesn't grow on trees, it's hard to come by. So I grew up just not motivated by it. I mean, I've just been, if I can pay a bill, then I'm great. If I'm not in exceptional debt and I'm meeting my needs, I'm fine. But I've never been able to travel. I've never been able to go see my granddaughter, who's now 7 months. And so everything's got to change. My mind, the way I think about money, because I'm very worthy, and so this is kind of where I'm at. I'm just tired of, the mentality of just don't be motivated by it. Because if I'm not motivated by it, it's not going to come to me, right? So I'm not going to draw that energy in. And I've been doing other, hypnosis programs regarding it, but that subconscious stuff is deep. We can go through all the motions, but if we're not really going to the well, to our subconscious to reprogram that belief, we can listen to all the hypnosis we want. And I just feel like if it's not permeating, and we're talking, at my age, I've got lots of years of that indoctrination and those wired beliefs, so that highway is ingrained. So it's a lot of work. It's not easy, but it's worth it, but it's just not easy. So I think all of that probably goes with the insomnia.
I think so, and I'm curious to hear Gina's perspective too. So most of my one-on-one clients, when there's a physical issue, it's related to sleep, that their complaint is that they lack sleep. And then the kind of emotional thing that I hear the most is not feeling worthy, right? And so you are not alone with that. And I just love that you continue to strive to invest in yourself and heal yourself and grow. And I know that, good things are ahead for you too, Kathy. I also have a free sleep hypnosis because it came up so much, and that's on my website as well. And I think that it's really common, and it surprises me actually how easy sleep can improve. Quickly it can improve for people.
I need it. I'm tired of being tired. I'm I'm exhausted, all the time. And I think that's affecting this whole process of moving into this new business, of having my own coaching, hypno coach program. Because I believe in it and I know the possibility behind it, but I am just mentally, I'm struggling without rest, So I would love that free download. Yes.
Yeah, Kathy, from my point, it could be two things that I think of. One is it could be an etheric cord that could be released before you go to sleep so that you can actually relax and disconnect from whatever that is. It could be an idea, it could be a person, it could be whatever stress it is in your life. You could disconnect from that. The other thing is the body code offers circadian rhythms and diurnal cycles that can be reset. And that could be, it could be tied into your nervous system, or it could be anything. It could be a chakra imbalance, a meridian that's not energized enough. So the body code addresses all of those things, and it finds the root cause of why you're not sleeping. And it can clear all of that.
Okay. I will delve into that. I just started that book, so I'll look into that. I didn't even think to look ahead for insomnia in it. So yeah. Absolutely. Okay.
For
Thank
sure.
you.
You're welcome. It's so good to see you here. I hope, and I totally relate to what you're saying about the sleep, because my mom's living with me now doing caregiving, and I feel like I have a child again, waking up to check on her throughout the night and not being able to just rest and be. So I totally understand what you're going through. Yeah,
I understand. And thank you so much for this free opportunity in this cohort today. I appreciate all of you. Everyone who's on here today, thank you for your energy.
Thank you. Any other questions, or anybody check in with their body and see any difference in the course of this hour and 13 minutes? Wow, we went over. Yeah. Oh, Marcelo, you have a question?
Yeah, I did have attention actually, level 6, and after this is gone completely, so I'm very glad and surprised.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Thank you. Lorene, go ahead.
Yeah, so I have been experiencing a pain in my right hip on and off for some time now. And it flared up again today. And at the start, I was at about a 5, and now I'd say I'm at about a 2, which is great. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I love it. So anyone else before we wrap this baby up? Thank you for staying till the end. I really appreciate it, all of you here. So I guess to conclude, what we've learned today is we control our thoughts and our emotions. We can redirect, refocus. Energy healing, hypnosis are helpful. And the practice of gratitude can also help to build a solid foundation of who we are. We have to realize that we're all the same. And one person might be on chapter 10 and you're on chapter 2, and it's okay. Just keep going, just keep believing, trust in divine timing, when all things will happen for you when it's time and it's ready. And so the thing about this work as well, this we did today, is subconscious. So this is things that you don't have to think about. This is the non-conscious work where now it's up to you to take action, make those decisions, just go for it in your life, because we only have one life. And whatever it is you want to experience in an abundance of money or success or a deeper relationship or better health, it's all in your grasp. It's all possible. And so thank you. That's my conclusion. What would you like to say, Jess?
Yeah, I love that. I love that. What you said. I don't need to add any more. I just I know that you will receive an email that will have the free download that's available on the website. So, but I'll tell you here. So my website is thrivingwithjessica.com, and you can use the code ACTIVATE with a capital A to get the free Abundant Wealth hypnosis. And because grief came up too, thank you, Gina. I do have a free grief hypnosis for anybody that, has lost somebody. It's specifically for that. I thought that maybe that might be worth mentioning too, since that came up. And then for this group, if I usually only offer packages for my existing clients because they're at, a great rate for my established clients. And, but I want to offer the packages to you as well. If you'd like to have one-on-one sessions, it can be really powerful because then we can just specifically work on your beliefs and creating new beliefs and reprogramming. And that will be in the email.
Great. Thank you. And for me, this might motivate and inspire you. This is new to me, being an entrepreneur for the last 2 years and being an energy healer and creating this coaching energy healing business. And the thing that you hear from everybody, all the professionals, is niche down, and find who you want to serve. And truthfully, I've been serving everybody from unborn babies to couples who want to rekindle their love, and to everyone. But now I'm making a decision and just going for it and seeing what happens. And so the thing that I'm going to be focusing on next is building a community to support other caregivers. Learning this experience in the last couple of months, taking care of my mother, has been eye-opening. The amount of energy that it takes to do this work, and there's not many people that support us, and it can feel lonely, and it can feel just heavy sometimes, and frustrating, and all of the emotions come out. And so that's my next step, is just to decide and take action and support. And that's what you can do. You can just find somebody to serve and just go for it. And that's what I'll leave you with, is I do energy healing for animals, for you, on Zoom. Sometimes people want to drive to my house or even fly in on vacation and have healing like Jessica did. But it's up to you. If you want to fly to Hawaii, you can do that. But yeah, this is the work that I do. And I'm so blessed and thankful to have you in my life to be able to share this amazingness of this next level of consciousness, to really awaken this body in our energy, so that we can actually live a life that's a vitality and happiness and energy. And so that's what I'm leaving you with here today. I'm grateful for you. May you go out and have all of your dreams fulfilled, co-creating with this amazing energy of the Lionsgate portal. Thank you. Look forward to connecting with you. I'll have a link. You can connect with me later. Okay, take care. Have a great day, everyone. Happy to see you.